Okay, so Pro Prep Coaching.
Well, it's me and Steph, isn't it? We are Pro Prep Coaching.
We are Pro Prep Coaching together, and we make a pretty good team. Both Andrew and I have come from years and years of experience of bodybuilding and coaching backgrounds, education backgrounds as coaches in various fields.
That's right. So we combined our backgrounds in education, me as a doctor of nutrition and a lecturer in nutrition and sport and exercise science and a researcher, with Steph's excellent experience as a choreographer and years in teaching and education and backgrounds of dance.
And I've been coaching for about 4 years before we actually got together as a team to create Pro Prep. And we specialise specifically in bodybuilding and strength sports coaching. So athletic coaching for high level performance in strongman powerlifting and bodybuilding.
Yeah, and that's what we've been doing this weekend. It's all been bodybuilding. And it's been so much fun. It's a good question. It's a really good question. I think, well, from my perspective, and we had to think about it, we were really disappointed about the standard of coaching and what was really on offer within the industry at the moment. And we took a look at it, we thought, well, I've got all this experience, you've got all this experience, and we can absolutely do this better than what's on offer at the moment, because current services available for a lot of coaches, you get unprofessional service, you get a lack of consideration or ethics in terms of looking after the individual.
A lack of support.
Shoddy, the lack of evidence-based nutrition,
practice,
education.
Yeah.
A lot of egos, people not caring about the actual athlete and caring more about themselves. And a lot of jokers and charlatans. And we just thought, you know what, we can do this way much better. And really, we've got a lot to offer. So let's offer it to people. And we're so grateful that people have decided to, do you know what, we can go with you. And we're offering a viable alternative. I hope we can level up people.
We have a kind of not a slogan, but it's a sustainable and healthy approach to bodybuilding with the athlete at the centre of the experience, so that they get to the stage healthily and they enjoy the experience and learn from a lot of things not to do that we've learned over many years as well.
We always hope it's a lot of fun for them as well.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, yeah. Oh gosh, well for a start, I'm a doctor of nutrition. So in terms of other nutritionists that are out there in the industry just now, you're probably talking, there's maybe people in a handful, if it's even that, who are doctors of nutrition that offer this particular service in the industry. So to have an actual qualified nutritionist and someone that is actually evidence-based and is publishing within bodybuilding research, there's about 12 of us in the world doing this. So that's a big feather in our cap, I think, for us right from the start. From there, and we're both professional bodybuilders, so we talk the talk, but we've walked the walk. And I think what we do is we offer the combination of knowledge base along with practical experience, which allows us to really have an edge and a cut above a lot of our competitors. We do the whole thing.
Yeah, and from a base level, we're a good male and female split.
Yeah.
So a lot of experiences I've had as a female bodybuilder have been really beneficial to our female coaching, our female clients, and vice versa from a male point of view. So from that side of things, we've really got both of the sexes covered, and we've got a whole host of experience in the different classes and what we're looking for in terms of a competitive athlete.
Plus the other thing as well is, I mean, we talked about earlier on in the previous question about offering something better than what was there already just now, and I think we offer a professional service that others don't offer. One of the key things I think we do that other people don't do is that we do actual live video one-to-one check-ins with people where you sit down and you have a 30-minute conversation with someone to see how you're getting on. And that sort of coaching is not the standard within the industry. So it allows you to implement things like behaviour change and actually do nutritional counselling or training counselling that you just can't get from a video check-in, because you'll never get that.
And I suppose
I'm not saying you can't get results with it, but you're not going to get the same sort of service.
And I suppose one of the main things again that separates us from the rest is our interaction with our clients. Right here where we are now, why we're in this building, we've brought a team of 10 athletes down We've booked out apartments, we've got their hair and makeup sorted, we've done their tans, we've taken them through the process start to finish, many of them who are first timers or novices that have never done this before, and we want to make this a team experience. We don't want them to just be behind a screen and we're working with them. And we go out to see our clients, we train with them, we make sure their technique's correct. So this is a hybrid between online coaching services at the top of our field and practical implementation, and really giving them a sense of being part of ProPrep, a professional coaching company that they love and want to be part of. So this is a huge thing that we try and do for all of our clients across the board.
Plus, I think we genuinely care about our clients. We want them to do well, and we want to look after their well-being as well. We don't want to just, like so many industries, just use them up once they're done and they just discard them with no aftercare. Or
for a lot of people, this isn't just about, it's not about a trophy on stage. This is about confidence building. It's about finding something that perhaps they've never been able to achieve before, and to go through a journey like this not only helps them build that confidence, but then they see focus, discipline and diligence in all other areas of their life. This could be, transferable to their business, transferable to their relationships. I think a lot of the skills that we give them help them find the best out, get the best out of themselves, So it's about putting the athlete or putting the client absolutely at centre, and we give them as much as we can and they give back, and a team effort then brings the magic. So that hopefully gives you a good explanation of why we're different.
We've said a lot of things there, and hopefully that all makes sense. But so we'll not say any more on that point. Coachability for 100%.
That was my one earlier.
All right.
Coachability, absolutely. We ask the question whenever we have a new client come to us. We need to make sure they're a good fit for ProPrep so that we can really work with them. We like to be as genuine and open and no hold barred kind of attitude, I suppose, because coaching is such an intimate relationship. It's not just about their journey to the stage. It's how do we factor this into their lifestyle. Somebody might be a mum. Somebody might be, running shifts. We've got a few police officers, haven't we? We've got all these different kinds of people, and we need to find a good relationship so that we can make sure we can work with them.
So you have to have rapport.
Rapport, coachability,
reasonable expectations, because ProPrep doesn't do 12-week transformations. So you're in this for the long haul. So we have to have people that we know that we can work with and that we can manage their expectations and haven't got sort of outlandish sort of goals.
People who are willing to work hard. Know where they want to get to, so we have a pretty good set of goals that we know we can achieve with them, but also be able to take on critique and want to learn. I think that's kind of one of the biggest things, is wanting to learn the process, and us obviously educating them and helping them get the most out of the coaching experience with us.
And then when we come back to our cycle of change, or for behaviour change, we have to have people that actually want to invest in making a real genuine change within their lifestyle, because there are some people that like the idea of doing it and they might talk to you and have a conversation, but it's whether or not they're actually ready to make that change thereafter. So they're not pre-contemplators or contemplators anymore. They're ready to take action and go. So those things are all important. Other traits, we have to be able to work with them within a professional capacity, within my boundaries and your boundaries as a professional. So I cannot work with someone in a clinical capacity who maybe has, some sort of specialist disease that needs a clinical dietitian for. I'm not going to work with them because I'm not qualified essentially to work with it. So I have to stay in my lane. Someone that's maybe that needs psychological counselling, that might have an eating disorder, for example, and I always wish these people well, but I'm afraid that you can do more harm than good, so I'm not going to take them on and work with them, because that goes out with my professional boundaries, and there's better people to choose to work with. So scenarios like that, you can imagine maybe people that are on large amounts of medication for cardiovascular disease or something like this. Again, just like you do with a PAR-Q or someone with a gym membership, then you've got to make sure can you work with them.
People who want to be coached by people like us, of course, is very important. You know, we want to know that they've come into the client consultation knowing that they've done their research about ProPrep, why do they want to work with us? I want them to be as passionate about working with us as we would be passionate working with them. So, yeah, these are all the things that we would like to see from.
And we do a consultation and things like that, wouldn't we? We've written a list.
We've killed this weekend.
We've done fantastic.
I'm just going to put it out there. I'm so proud of all of
Yeah, so am I. We should preface this by saying that this was the UK
DFBA weekend.
Yeah, DFBA, UK Drug-Free Athletes Bodybuilding Association was this weekend. Did I say that right?
Yeah, you said
I think I did. Okay. So that was this week.
Drug-Free Bodybuilding Association.
That was it, yeah. So that was taken this weekend. Sorry, I got the acronym wrong. 2-day competition, British finals, novice competition on the first day, open competition on the second day. We've had 9 or 10 athletes in it.
Yep.
10 athletes.
So
plus, I should say, those were athletes that were just our own athletes that we coached all the way. We've probably had, because we didn't count them, and I wish we had, popping up athletes that we've posed, helped around the country. There's at least 10 other people we've had in the show just from that perspective that we've been cheering on, which is great.
Yeah. The posing coaching is another massive element to what we do, touring across the UK. So let's kick off.
I worked this out. So we've had 8 individual athletes have got medals, and it works out at 10 individual trophies across the board. So, I mean, I don't know if we're going to go through them, what the best way to do this, but you go for it.
We had 4 wins on day 1. Bikini tall.
Oh, it was fantastic. Really set the tone.
Lydia with our bikini tall champion on the first class of the day. Inga and our Mel took 2nd and 3rd in the novice figure championship. So then we had our masters figure 1. Natalie took the first and took the champion.
Oh, great as well. She had no idea. She's at the side of the stage like, not looking about it. And then she gets the win. She's like, me? Yeah. It was amazing. Really good to see.
Annalie, a big massive shout out, especially this one's close to my heart, is the fit body class. Of course,
as a fit bodyer,
as a fit body champion and pro for this federation, to see her take that, she took the champion win for that class. So I was absolutely buzzing for Annalie. And we also had David Taylor take the novice lightweight.
Yeah, he looked great. He looked really, really good, and it was really close in that open class as well. At the overall for that as well. He was probably second there. He could have won it though. He looked great. So that was day 1.
Day 2 today. We've just wrapped up. So we've had another amazing day. We had 2 third places, one in the open figure for our Lara, and also Lauren, who took the Masters over 40, which I was just
on another. He was so hard. He looked great as well.
Granite. Proper granite.
Yeah. And
just how we like them.
We had Rob Brown, who was a respectable, I would say, 4th place in the class. He looked great, and there's some footage we've got of him as well. You'll need to check it out, but the guy looked phenomenal. Yeah. He's had a tough year too, so I mean, fair play to him for getting that. We went for a lot to get that.
We swear by kind of precision equals results. That's a big part of what we do, and everything from their nutritional protocols, their training protocols, the posing that we do with them throughout, and getting the kind of conditioning that we expect at nearly a pro level is what we're looking to try and achieve, even with our novices. And I think we really we set the bar this weekend with some of our first timers, which really wowed, which is a credit to them for their hard work.
And we hope they loved it as well, because we certainly loved it. It was amazing watching them all go out there compete. I'd imagine it'd be like sending your kids off for your first day at school, being like, when they're out on stage, you're like, go and do it now. I was like, my heart rate must have been about 160 beats watching them out there.
It was so nerve-wracking. Like, I mean, I sat next to you in the first day, and watching them is more nerve-wracking than me even doing it myself, I think. Gosh. You want to see them succeed so bad. For our guys, we've lived and breathed it through what's got to be one of the most difficult years we've ever had, and to have a team of 10 athletes stick the course, stay true to it, and keep diligent to the process, and then to have this outcome. I mean, I'm getting emotional even thinking about it. It's made me so proud as a coach.
Yeah, amazing.
And the hard work that we've done together to get in there. So, yes, it's ace.
great question. I think, and we've touched on this in the interview, the one thing that we offer that I think probably helped us in a massive way was that because we spend actual time speaking to our clients physically, doing those consultations week in, week out with us, and we're building those great relationships with them, it allowed us to, for people to put their faith in us and think, you know what, Andy and Steph, they've got our back. Not just in terms of training and nutrition, but if I'm having a difficult day or a difficult week, I can talk to them about more than just my training and my bodybuilding, because it's such an intimate relationship. And I think that really helped us.
Yeah, I mean, at points in these check-ins, our coaching has not just been about the physical journey, it's actually been conversation, chat, the
being a support network,
and being the social, being the support. And we've taken from that, and they have. So for us, it's been hard, really hard, but we've believed in them and they've believed in us. And I think that's kind of where we've got the balance right across it.
I think that would be the number one thing. Yeah, I think that would be the number one thing I would say. The other thing is, I think because we're both very adaptable, as soon as lockdown happened, we moved really quickly to make changes, we had the plans to get it all set up, and
Facebook groups were up, one-to-one WhatsApp groups were made. Everything was kind of tunnel vision into making sure they had a group's network and social network to really, pull on through this hard time. So
I mean, it's not been easy, mind you. I mean, it's been very challenging. You can imagine.
But we're just beginning now, though. What's not the future of Pro Prep?
Can we say to take over the world?
Wow. Okay, so we've got big plans for Pro Prep coaching.
I think so. Yeah.
To diversify over the next few years. We want to focus solely on our core business, which is always going to be clients. Our clients are the centre of what we do. But we've got big ideas for education, bodybuilding education next year. We've also got our eyes set on taking athlete teams to different bodybuilding shows. We've already got 2021 preps up and running for our next group of athletes coming in for next year. We're also then thinking about our own journeys again, and where that's going to take us, along with broadening our impact online. So you'll see a lot more content coming out in the next probably 6 to 12 months. We've got a nice strategy building, and we're very excited to see what else will come from that.
That's right, yeah, it's exciting times.
Oh man.
So proud of you all. You all did absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for letting us share in your journey and believing in us and believing that we were the right coaches to help you get to where you wanted to be. You all did great, and I'm just so proud of you all. You were great, and I loved it, sharing in your journeys.
Yeah. I can't really say anything else other than that as well. I think for both of us, there's been many a night where we've sat on our own sofa at home talking about all of your journeys, like you're our families.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think for us to finally see the full package come together, for you all to go up there, to take something away from it. And we've spoken about this all at depth, guys. You know how much it means to us, but also in terms of your long-term journeys.
Yeah, this is just the beginning.
This is just a start for you guys.
There's more medals on the horizon. Yeah, for sure.
So let's dig deep and on to the next ones.
Yeah, and go and get some pizza. And if you're watching this after UKDFBA show, that is. If not, go and get some pizza probably anyway.
Massive congratulations to everybody, and you too.
Thank you, and you too.